Mr. Christopher Odezi Aluta, Group Managing Director of the Protection Plus Services Group. You may want to take the floor now. Thank you.
High Excellency, Honorable Raisa, the President of ECOFEPA, High Excellency Dr. Aisha Buhari, First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and President, Africa, First Lady's Peace Mission. High Excellency Ms. Pauline Follen, Minister of Women Affairs and Social Development. Right Honorable Side Mohammed Tunis, Speaker, ECOWAS Parliament. Dr. Amina Sambo Magaji, Deputy Director, Digital Economy Department, National Information Technology Development Agencies. All honorable members of the Parliament here present, please permit me to stand on all other existing protocols. It is with great honor that I felicitate with ECOFEPA for this noble cause, and I feel very honored to be part of this first edition. My assignment here is simple, and I have less than 5 minutes to do this, so I'm just going to run. The theme of this program is Unleashing the Potentials of Women and Youth in Politics and Entrepreneurship. And I was specifically asked to talk on leveraging knowledge in times of crisis. And first of all, I want to put crisis in perspective. A crisis is a state of feeling, an internal experience of confusion and anxiety, to the degree that previously successful coping mechanisms fail us and we become ineffective in our decisions and behaviors. As a result, the person in crisis may feel confused, vulnerable, anxious, afraid, angry, guilty, hopeless, and helpless. Perceptions are often altered and memory may be distorted. According to vocabulary.com, a crisis is a difficult or dangerous time in which a solution is needed and quickly. Small wonder, coming to a program like this, I decided to use the pictures of children, because one thing that you always know that gets the attention of mothers are their children. If a mother wants her child to go to school, even if you put that school in the moon, the child will go to school if the mother wants that. And in Africa today, one of the things that stands out as a crisis for Africa is the number of children that are out of school. We're talking about a future, an opportunity that we want to create for our children. How do you create that opportunity if now that they are children, they are out of school? And the numbers are staggering. Over 250 million children, according to UNESCO, are out of school. Apart from children being out of school, in 2020, nearly 41 million people were migrated from Africa in the last 20 years, according to Statista.com. I'm aware that the UK has a total of about 50, 70 million. Africa alone in 20 years has sent out migrants of almost 40 million. That means we have produced a country already somewhere in Europe. And why are people migrating? The World Bank research shows that the rate of extreme poverty in Africa remains persistently high at 41%. What do we mean by crisis in Africa? That's the picture I am trying to paint. And these are the facts before us. And if you take just 10 seconds to dwell on these statistics, I want to believe that in a way, it will bring you into a place of confusion, where you want to wonder and say, will Africa ever get better? But stepping into the ring is ECOFEPA. Now, the result of this crisis in Africa, there are things that we all experience across our continent. High crime rates, high unemployment, breeding ground for child soldiers, unhealthy population, unskilled and semi-skilled labor. Now, this same crisis offers us, this same crisis in this same Africa, we are still the ones that have on record the sub-Saharan Africa accounted for 70% of 2018 global money transaction. In this same Africa, we've had organizations that have become the most valuable fintech companies across the continent. And not just valuable, highly sought after by other continents of the world. This same Africa. Small wonder. So I talk about knowledge. What is knowledge? Knowledge is the understanding and skill gained by experience. It's the state of being aware of something or having information. When I was told to come here, I was, with all honesty and humility, I was expecting to see more young people, secondary school, universities. Why? Because, like one of the speakers said earlier on, you cannot sleep tonight and wake up tomorrow as a successful politician. There has to be a season of grooming. And how do we do that? If we are not bringing those young girls in here now, exposing them to inspirational stories and knowledge now, and planting that dream in their heart that one day they want to be like the honorable speaker, how do we now think we will wake up tomorrow and find them just suddenly becoming that political leader, a woman or the girl child? We have to be deliberate. So I actually wished I saw more of them here, and I want to challenge ECOFEPA that next edition, reach out to some of these secondary schools and bring those young girls in here so the seed is sown in them and we continue in planting and cultivating that seed. Now, on my slide here shows skills that are coming into existence for the next 20 years because of what technology is doing. And some of them are trending. But it also shows skills that are fading away. So if those young people were here now, we'll be showing you that in whatever you want to study, be aware that some of these courses are fading away. So don't go and start studying a course that is going to be obsolete in the next few years, because everything you have done and every school fees you've paid becomes wasted. Now, the skills are there: creativity, originality, initiative, attention to details, trustworthiness. These are skills that are coming into existence, and that's what you use as knowledge. Now, knowledge to do what? Knowledge to do what? I have on my screen the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. And number 5 talks about gender equity, which is something I know ECOFEPA is big on, and all of us, because when you put something in the hands of a woman, it breeds more, it increases. So the knowledge to do what? A journey of 1,000 miles, according to a Chinese proverb, starts with a single step. Now, it remains 1,000 miles if that first step is in the right direction. If that first step is in a wrong direction, it's no longer a journey of 1,000 miles. It becomes a journey of 1,001 miles because you have taken a wrong step. So we need to add it to the equation. What am I saying? A research at Oxford University says that 46% of jobs in manufacturing, 32.3% in finance, and 44% in wholesale and retail are forecast to disappear by 2030. They will disappear, and new sets of jobs will come into place. We cannot solve our problem with the same level of thinking that created them, Albert Einstein, an old generation scientist. So even if I'm quoting someone from the past and we say, okay, Mr. Chris, talk to us about something new, I also want to quote from Elon Musk. You get paid in the direct proportion of the difficulty of the problem you solve. ECOFEPA, There is a problem we need us to solve. And leveraging knowledge in times of crisis, this is my challenge, and this is the crux of my presentation. Competence. It is our responsibility to build the competence of the girl child. It is our responsibility. And what is competence? You know what you know, and you take little steps towards mastering it each day. I am sure if we take a historical look towards the life of our honorable speaker today and ask, Ma, when did it come into your heart you want to be a diplomat? I am sure by the time she tells us the story, we will hear that when I was this young, I saw somebody, I saw this, and it got to me. This is what I want to become. And at that moment, there were no high level of competence. Whatever knowledge she had there, she kept adding one drop to it every day. One network to it every day, one step in the right direction every day. And how many years later, look at where she is. How do we create this in the life of the other set of young girls out there to increase our number? That is what I'm talking about. And after competence, confidence. There is something about a girl child that walks around with confidence. It attracts you. You want to support. What is the source of this girl's confidence? And what gives confidence? Know what you know and grow your confidence from what you know. Now, how do you do this? In the picture, I have a young girl there, Zurel Oduwole. America has claimed her now. She's a Nigerian, but you know what happens to us in Africa. Once one of us is successful outside, they claim. So America has claimed her, but for now in this hall, she's a Nigerian, an African. Use your time wisely. If the young people were in this hall, that's what I'm saying. How do you build confidence? How do you build confidence? Use your time wisely. See the challenge as an opportunity. See it as an opportunity. It changes your perspective on how you confront it. Now read. Every reader is a leader. A lizard cannot wake up, a lizard in Africa cannot wake up in America and become a crocodile. It's not possible. You have to read. You read to lead young people. That's how the people on the panel got here. Sign up for mentoring. I'm very glad when I heard one of the speakers said it. You need someone to hold your hand. You will not see, you cannot fail an exam you set for yourself. You will not fail it. The moment you realize you got it wrong, you go and cancel it. Nobody is watching. And that's what mentoring will do for you. Okay? Teach what you are learning. Every young person in here, as you are learning something, find another person that you are teaching. Research has shown that helps the knowledge to stay. You retain it because what you are learning, you are teaching. Then celebrate your results. Don't just focus only on the failures. Celebrate your results. So it energizes you and gives you strength to continue because the crisis is still there. These statistics will not disappear overnight. And take time to rest. I'm running now. This is her again addressing the former Secretary of State. Yes, my time is up. So, but in conclusion, I just want to say a charge to this noble association. The improvement of communication and support link between ECOFEPA and the participating women and youth network. I'm happy to see someone from the Tony Elumelu Foundation here. I charge ECOFEPA that this cause is noble, but we should not just leave it at this level alone. The next edition, I'm glad that a lot of women, this hall is filled with women. If we were to run an election now, you guys will win because you have more numbers. You have influence. You have power. You have positional leadership. Use it to groom the next big thing in Africa, especially as it relates to the girl child. And connect your network in such a way that you are deliberately grooming a team. I looked at the media guys, for example. I close with this. I looked at the cameramen, I looked round, and I asked myself, just like what Rwanda did, they made a policy in Rwanda. That's why they have the highest number of female representation in parliament. They made a policy, and I looked at the technical team. I said, what if ECOFEPA comes up with a program that says, among the cameramen, each time we get 5 male, we will have 1 female. So in 10 years' time, we have a pool of female camera women, not cameramen. Why? Because one day, one of those persons might be covering a program in the National Assembly that makes a connection that can create an opportunity for another woman to win an election. It's possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Christopher, for your presentation.